Because what was I really trying to answer in that quest was whether or not I was worthy, whether or not I was worthy to have access to happiness. The most exciting thing about inner work is permission. The abundance that people seek for, it feels most pronounced in that moment where you decide to give yourself permission. When you decide that there's nothing else to decide. The conversation about a subject that is on your mind frequently, a subject that you frequently find yourself ruminating about, or maybe it's a decision, or maybe it's a person, or maybe it's a situation. Whatever the subject is, the beautiful thing about self-discovery and inner work is that moment when you give yourself a new layer of permission on that subject that you've never given yourself. You just decide that, well, it could be so many things, right? You know, sometimes it's easier just to decide to not think about it anymore. And you really reach that beautiful decision of just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not thinking about it anymore. I've decided, and I give myself full permission to no longer think about this subject, whether that be a person, a relationship, the fact that I'm supposed to be here, quote unquote, and I'm not. Literally whatever. It's just like whatever that subject is. Maybe it's the fact that culturally you fit a demographic where you are required to do X and you're not interested in that. And so maybe layer one of that type of permission that you give yourself is just to decide that I no longer will consider this. I'm not going to bother with giving it any more of my thought energy. I think it's fine that it is in whatever level of state that it is. I'm okay with whatever status that it is right now. It's totally fine that it is whatever it is right now. And I'm so fine with whatever it is right now that I kind of don't really see the point in thinking about this any longer, so I'm just not going to do that. And it's actually not even going to be hard for me to not do that because I literally just kind of don't really give much of a fuck anymore. It's kind of along that line. It's kind of like, it's not that the subject is less important, but the amount of F's that I can naturally assign to the subject, they have just decreased because of my inner work. They've naturally decreased. I didn't force myself to reach this place. I'm not in this moment making these statements and saying these words out loud because I'm trying to force myself to be somewhere I'm not. No, I naturally just, I'm on a different playing field now. I'm just on a different resonance field. I'm thinking differently. I don't know, I'm just thinking differently. My mind is elsewhere. It's kind of like moved on to other things that are definitely way more fascinating, way more interesting, way more something that I feel like deserves my focus, and I'm really excited to go give those new subjects my focus. And so I just like, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't really have nothing left for this over here. Like it's fine, whatever it is. It's fine. And so I'm not going to think about it. Like, I don't know the answer, but I don't really care that I don't know the answer. I remember that I had this decision, this type of decision, when I decided that I didn't care if the Christian church felt some type of way about me being gay. And it was like, you know what? I kind of don't give a fuck anymore. I don't really have time to think about what everyone has commented over the course of my lifetime on the subject. I don't have anything left to give on that. I'm just gonna go. Well, actually, I think I made new friends, and my whole life was just about having a good time. Just having a really good time. Like I will always look back on that decision and be like, that was fantastic. I gave myself so much permission that I let go of this really irritating subject, and I just went and had a good time and really just enjoyed my life to the best that I could. So that was great. If people just were to give themselves that type of permission, man, that would just really create an extreme ripple effect in our culture, in our society. You know, if people just decided that so many subjects that everyone routinely discusses and worries about, if we all, just like a huge portion of the population, just decided that they were going to just instead go have fun, instead go enjoy themselves, instead go make some good memories, make some beautiful memories. Instead, let me go make music, let me go dance, let me go do my art, let me go explore a hobby. Wouldn't that just be like a really delicious world to live in? I feel like there's so much expansion that we might explore just in giving ourselves permission to not think about something. And so I think the next level is when you give yourself a new bit of permission because you decide that you do have the answer. That all the answers are already within you. And it's like that first layer of permission. The beautiful thing about it is that it just stops so much of the noise, the chaos. It stops the sirens. It honestly reminds me of when people set their iPhone to do that light up thing every time they get a notification. For me, that is so annoying. It's such a distracting kind of I'm going to have a little seizure almost, So the reason I bring up that example or that analogy or that visual is because I feel like that layer 1 permission just gives permission for there not to be this chaotic strobe light of you being notified by this annoying subject in your mind that there's another wayward thought, another silly thought, another conditioned thought. You don't have to be notified that energy still exists. And you just turn off that annoying function. It's like, oh great, that energy still exists. But you don't become aware of it at every single freaking waking moment. You can tap into it when you want to. You can pick up your phone, unlock, and see all of the text threads and all of the notifications and the emails and all of the wonderful notifications. Okay, when you're ready to, when you actually turn on your phone, unlock it, look, okay, Face ID right into there, and then you see, and you can go to any depth that you want. And for me, when it came to the stepping away from the unconquerable conversation of whether or not it was wrong for me to be gay per the Christian church, it was so wonderful to reach that delicious layer of level 1 permission where I just decided not to think about it, because it was like, finally, the strobe lights on my phone are deactivated. And so I can just do me. I can find me. I can feel me. I can discover me. I can uncover me. I can go deeper within who I am. I can finally start to know who I am, so that I can reach and access my next layer of permission, which is to realize that I already had the answer. I already had the answer to the questions that truly mattered. Because what was I really trying to answer in that quest was whether or not I was worthy, was whether or not I was able to have success in my life, whether I was worthy to have access to happiness. Yeah, it was a question of worthiness of my right to have access to happiness, to have access to wealth, to have access to just living happily ever after in whichever way I decided that was preferable for me. And so I found that I do. And I found that the happiness and any level of access that I ever was looking for was always within. Was always within me. The answers for happiness were within me. The answers for love and abundance and joy and good times and good memories and all of the good things were already within me. And so that permission was me granting myself access to all of those things. And sometimes I even feel that even as I'm saying these words, I haven't really even gotten to the level of access that I'm truly meant to unlock. And I feel like most of us have not. Most of us are, to some degree, a little blind of that next layer of access, that next layer of permission that lies not too far away from where we currently stand. I know that whatever thing that might be concerning me right now, in this red hot moment, there is a layer of access that would just be mind-blown emoji. It would just knock my socks off. And that level of consciousness is not too far away. And so that's what I want to leave you with, is that either level of permission is not far away at all. It is actually already here. It is closer than you think. And I just think that that's just the whole vibe of feeling so wealthy and free and abundant from inner work when you give that permission. Because as you unlock, it's like, damn, this shit's amazing. So, well, I hope your day is indeed amazing. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I will see you very soon.